You may have heard it said that you learn the most when you teach, and we believe this is true. One of the ways that we have accelerated our own understanding of the Forex market is by talking to each other as trading partners and saying, what do you see about this trade? What do you think it's going to do here? What have we learned after we take this trade? If you have a trading partner, you really get a lot if you use each other as a student. Take turns and be the teacher, and let your trading partner be your student, and see if you can explain to each other why you took a trade, why you think it worked, why you think it didn't work, what you learned from it. Now wonder if you trade by yourself. What are you going to do about this? Well, one of the things we suggest is to continue in this mode and pretend that you are your own teacher to yourself. In the Forex Smart Tools trade log, we've just released a new option that's going to make that easier for you to do. The option is a URL custom parameter. Let's watch and I'll demonstrate how this works. Here we're looking at the setup page for the Forex Smart Tools trade log, the Pro version. I'm going to click Add to add a custom parameter. I get a dialog box that lets me name my parameter. I'm going to call it Movie. In this dialog box, I can also write my own description so I can remember or remind myself what I'm trying to record in this parameter. I'll save that, and I will click it to enable it. Now I'll click on my trade input. So here I had a trade that I took last night, and I've entered the entry price, the exit price, what I made, how long I was in it, was automatically commuted. I've made some notes, but I want to go into more detail for myself about this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a movie. So there are many websites and software programs that you can use to create movies with audio now these days. I'm going to just demonstrate this one called Screencast-O-Matic, which is a nice program. For $12 a year, you can store an unlimited number of movies on it. It's very easy to use. Just create an account, and you can click Start Recording. A Java program starts running, and it gives me a drag box that I can drag around for the size that I want. And then I just click the record button. Now I'm going to record my little movie about my trade last night. Here we go. This is part of it. Okay, so last night I took a trade. I was short on the euro. I entered here as this candle closed, and I exited here. My take profit was here, and I almost hit it in this first push down, but just missed it by about half a pip or so. My stop loss was up here, so I didn't get stopped out and was able to stay in and take the profit. The thing I wanted to remind myself about this trade was that I really had a feeling that this was going short here by watching the price action of this consolidation for so long before it started to drop. I just watched it and just had a feeling like it was just really having a problem going any higher. And it just kind of pushed a little higher, but not with a lot of enthusiasm. Then when it started to push down, it felt like, yeah, as it crossed my moving average, that was a good time to enter. So I just want to remind myself to take note of this kind of consolidation. Good trade. So now I've completed my movie, and it gives me 3 options for what to do with my completed movie. I can upload it to Screencast-O-Matic, and if I have their Pro account, then I can upload several ones. If I don't have the Pro account, when I create a new video, it gets deleted and replaced by the most recent video. So that's not going to be a long-term solution for me. I can also upload it to YouTube, which is a great option. For this purpose, I'm just going to go ahead and upload it to Screencast-O-Matic. Now I can give it a name here, and I've made a few little descriptions about it. Now when it's done, it gives me a link that I can click. I click that, and I'm taken to my movie. So what I want to do now is copy the URL of that movie. And I would be doing the same if I'm on YouTube as well. once the movie's uploaded. I come back over to my Forex Smart Tools trade log, and I can click my new parameter, Movie Edit, and a dialog box appears that lets me paste in my URL. In fact, I can just paste the text from my Windows clipboard because I'd copied it, so I don't even have to do Control-V to paste that in. I save that, and now it's part of the permanent database that's stored with this trade. So not only do I get a screenshot that I can look at any time that shows that, I can also have the full discourse that I gave myself. And that's the critical part that I'm trying to get across today. By talking about that trade out loud, I can then teach myself what I need. It's like a way of extracting your own best information out of your own mind. And it's much more effective than just taking a few notes. Now, as part of my record, at any point, any time in the future, I can come back here and click that URL, and it actually opens up a window within the Forex Smart Tools trade log. It's part of the trade log now. So I can go back and listen to that. Last night I took a trade. I was short on the euro. I entered here as this candle closed, and I exited here. My take profit was here, and I almost... There we go. I close this up, and it's now part of my permanent record. In addition to being able to access that URL when I'm in the individual trade input window, I can also, of course, see these links in my analysis. If I've created an analysis preset, as we're seeing here, that includes the movie link, then that's associated with this trade here, and I can actually click the link. Okay, so last night I took a trade. I was short on the euro. ForexSmartTools.com. Become your own trading mentor.